Welcome back. In this episode we're going to try to save Volo. So we're going to head out of the Stormshore Tabernacle and to the lower city wall. And here we're going to head through this gate by the park. And there's some events in the park. There's an assassination attempt that we can kind of block. We're going to want to hang as far right as we can when coming through this junction. So we're not interested in talking to the blood merchant, which is in this building right here, or Raj is. We will want to talk to her eventually, but not yet. So we're going to come down this alley, pass by this house, and across into the square, and then up across from the tailor's shop there's a waypoint. And as soon as we find it we can stop running that direction. And we're going to come back down on the other side. This lodge is where the Society of Brilliance is. We didn't do the Society of Brilliance quest line, but if you did, this is where you would status that out. So if you sold the Githyanki egg or sold them an owlbear egg or whatever it is that you wanted to do, that's where they're at. We're going to come down to the ramp here, but we're not going to go down it yet, so we're going to stop here. We've got some changes that we need to make before we're willing to go further. So for this quest, we're going to head back to camp because we're going to want Lizelle in the party. And for now, we'll just have Lizelle replace Gale.
Already feeling better.
I do not trust Mistra to do right with the crown, but I think I trust Gale even less. He should give it to her and be done with it, or his lust for power might well consume him.
And we'll ask for her to join us.
Make space, and my might is yours. Good. Our victory is most certain.
And we'll level Lizelle up as well. At level 11, fighters pick up improved extra attack, and so she's got 3 attacks around with an attack action now. That's a huge boon. We'll pick up Scorching Ray as well. This is a great spell if you want to equip the Hat of Fire Acuity and really raise your other spell DCs very quickly. Probably won't do that, but it's a nice option to have if we need it. We'll regroup our party and we'll leave camp. And we've got Asterion still where he was last time. We don't really want him hanging out in the office, so we'll have him head back to camp. We'll switch to Alfira.
So that's progress.
We did not break. That was my bad. Alright, that was a waste of action there. Alright, let's try that again. Only less not breaking the party apart. We'll have Asterion leave the group and then go to camp. There we go. And we'll head back to Alfira.
These doors
Alright, so before we go down and visit this mob, we're going to do something pretty similar to what we did with the Githyanki monks. So we'll take a look and see we've got our strange conduit ring. We probably want to replace this with Crusher's ring to get a little extra movement. And we'll want to make sure that the characters that we're going to have do the throwing are very strong. So we'll look for our giant stuff, and with Lizelle selected, we'll drink an elixir of Cloud Giant Strength. And we'll do the same with Alfira. Both are very good at throwing things. We've got a couple of water myrmidons. We're going to want to have a water myrmidon, at least one in the party, to use its healing aura, which also makes everything wet.
At your command.
For the combat here, we could have Jaheira transform. This gives her a lot of movement, so the owlbear is very mobile.
At least things have stayed interesting.
We're also going to want to check our reactions, so let's take a look at our reactions tab for all the characters and make sure that right here where we're not being asked for opportunity attacks, we always want to be asked for opportunity attacks. So we'll make sure that that's checked. Anytime that you don't have that checked, if someone leaves your character's threat range, they will attack if they have a weapon in hand, and that can deprive you of the ability to use Counterspell or one of your other reaction abilities. So with Alfira selected, we'll come down the ramp now. And we can see that they've got Volo tied up back over here against a cart.
It's not a lie. If you would just listen, I could explain. You have done quite enough explaining, Volothamp Gadar. You have poisoned the very hearts and minds of these good, kind, gentle citizens with your lies, your delusions, your conspiracies. Though you hide behind a mask of stories, we have seen beyond the veil. We see what you really are. Fearmonger. Here, here! Attention seeker. Here, here! Agent of chaos.
Your parasite stirs in recognition. This man is infected.
Wreck the hells follow! Today, citizens, we rid ourselves of this cankerous sore. Today, we burn away all falsehoods. Today, we will be divided no longer, for today, we rise in truth. Don't just stand there. Help me, goddammit! Help me!
A madman Volo may be, but I see no reason to blow him up over it.
We'll take the Bard option.
What's this? Another heretic in our midst? Another mind clouded by the disruptor's lies? Another soul to cleanse? Well, we are nothing if not gracious. Let us see if we cannot lift the veil from their eyes too. No, please, no!
So he lights this up, but Volo hasn't exploded yet. But he could if we're not careful. So depending on the order of initiative, you might have different options. What we'll do is we'll have the water elemental that rolled the highest initiative roll forward as far as it can, and then warp as far as it can forward. And right here we're going to have it use its healing vapors ability. You can see this is a pretty large area. And it heals everyone, but it also leaves water everywhere. So it'll just get rid of all this fire that's leading in. That will make sure that it's harder to detonate Volo. And we've got this person right here that's going to go before Lizelle in the initiative. We don't want that to happen. So with Alfira, we're going to run over to her and click throw. And the Cloud Giant Strength Potion has made us immensely strong. So you can see we can throw her way out into the harbor, and that's what we're going to do. That brings Lizelle back up to the front of the initiative order. We'll also grab this person next to her and throw her as well. And then we've got a pretty good shot of being able to shove someone also. So we'll take a look and we see we've got just a little bit of movement left, not really enough to get to this person. But we'll try and position over here and see if we've got enough movement to throw him into the water. And it doesn't look like it. If we use Speed Potion, we'll be able to get another action to throw again. We'll think about that. So we don't need to end our turn to move to the next character in the initiative. We'll have Lizelle. She looks like she's stuck behind our owlbear. Alright, so we can have our owlbear do a jump to get out of the way. And it looks like our best shot is maybe these two, or I don't think we can get both of these. We cannot. So we'll hit these two. See, there's no friendly fire with that jump attack. We'll hit this guy. And again. And we even have a third attack now. And we'll move right up next to him since he's got a bow.
Well, so much for pace.
This guy on the ground I don't think is going to change. Yeah, it's still not going to move him where we want him.
Swift and lethal.
So we'll take a look at Lizelle here. And we'll run up next to this goon and see if we've got a throw that's far enough. Doesn't look like it. We'll try and get on the other side of her and shorten the distance. That was looking pretty good. We can put her down there, which is far enough away that it'll take her a little bit to get here. And that is really looking like it's about as far as we're going to be able to throw her. Oh, I take that back. So by repositioning the screen a little bit, we can get the angle of the throw right and throw her all the way into the lake. And we've got 2 more attacks. So we've got this guy on the ground, this guy over here, and dirt wood here. We can take a look and see that we don't have enough space to jump up next to him. So we do have the ability to throw, though. We've got 2 more throws. And we've still got our bonded weapon.
In my best interest.
So we'll throw once. And twice. He's got not too much health left.
Another fight.
And our Alfira's got
Go.
an offhand shot. 80% is pretty good. We'll take it. So we'll drop that guy down. So now we've got this prone guy and this other prone guy. I think we're in a pretty good position. We're out of actions there. And we still have a bonus action. We could take a potion of speed, run up and try and do some more stuff. We could action surge. I think we'll just approach. So that was a wasted action pretty much on his end. We'll do the same thing with the water elemental. We're gonna roll up, warp as far as we can, and we'll see if we can put out the rest of the fire. It doesn't really matter if we heal these guys. And these 2 are so far from the fight that they won't get there for a while. We don't need to react. So to get this guy a little closer so that it's not as hard to throw him out, just shove him and then throw. And that just leaves this guy right here. He's pretty far back. We'll just try to kill him with hit point damage.
I am fury. I am death. No time to waste.
And we'll come over and rescue Volo. This cart seems a little buggy because there's a steam cloud still, but we're going to click the helping hands. And Volo's going to try and get himself out of the way. We'll click on him.
I need a quick
Or
point.
try to, anyway.
Gods, I really thought I was done for. I suppose thanks are in order. Again, what's an heroic story without a little risking of one's neck, eh? And you know what they say, the bigger the story, the more people want to kill you for it. I'll tell you all about it, but not here. Too many eyes, ears, and weapons about. Meet me at your camp.
So Volo is going to return to our camp, and we could start charging him rent again. We'll break the party apart real quick and run over and grab this waypoint as well, just to make sure that, yeah, we already had it. Okay. So we'll link up. We'll run around a bit the docks in the next episode and do a little fact finding. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.